Salam sejahtera kepada semua. So, hari ini kita akan bincangkan tentang vektor. So, mohonnya rujuk buku panjang anda. So, sekarang kita tengok soalan pertama iaitu position vector and vector AB.
If O is the origin and the coordinate of a point A is 3, 1, 2, and the vector AB is equals to 2i minus j minus k. A, state the OA, or we can say the position vector for A. So, position vector for A is equals to 3, 1, 2. Or you may write it as position vector for A is equals to 3i plus j plus 2k.
So, ini adalah position vector atau kita panggil dia point.
Kali refers to B. Find the coordinates of the point B. So we refers to the vector AB is equals to 2, negative 1, negative 1. So by referring to the vector AB, where we have AB is equals to OB minus OA.
So, untuk bahagian ni, ia adalah vektor AB. So, kalau kita rujuk helaian formula, AB equals to OB minus OA. So, this is what we call a vector atau kita panggil direction.
So kindly substitute the situation where we have vector AB 2, negative 1, negative 1 is equals to OB minus OA, where we have 3, 1, and 2. Rearrange the situation. So the position vector for OB is equals to 2, negative 1, minus become plus with 3, 1, and 2. So the position vector for B is equals to 5, 0, and 1. So the question asks us to locate the coordinate of point B. So the coordinate for point B is 5, 0, 1.
Okay, so kalau kita tengok ini, OB is a point for vector, position vector. So for B, 501 adalah coordinate. So example 1 ini saya terangkan apa itu position vector dengan penggunaan vector A, B. So sekarang kita rujuk example 2. Form a triangle, area for triangle, and then normal and unit vector. So ini adalah benda-benda yang saya akan discuss lah dalam soalan kedua ini.
Show that A, B, and C with the position vector. So here we have the info. Position vector for A is equals to 1, 2, and 4. Position vector for B, we will have 0, 1, and 2. Position vector for C, where we have 2, 0, negative 1. Respectively, form a triangle. Hence, determine the area of triangle ABC. So try to imagine the situation. Let's say we have A, B, and C. So question said it form a triangle. So how to show that it form a triangle or not? So what we have to do is to find the vector AB, where we have OB minus OA. So kindly substitute.
So fokus saya adalah penggunaan formula yang keempat iaitu vector. Saya nak cari vektor AB, BC dengan AC dan seterusnya yang berkemungkinan. Okay, so saya akan guna formula keempat iaitu direction atau vector AB. Mohon rujuk helaian formula.
To the situation where we have 0, 1, and 2 minus with 1, 2, and 4. So the vector AB is equals to negative 1, and negative 2. Next, what we have to do is to find the vector AC. So where we have OC minus OA. Kindly substitute the situation where we have 2, 0, negative 1 minus with OA 1, 2, and 4. So the vector AC is equals to 1, negative 2, negative 5. Next, proceed with the third situation, BC. So the vector BC is equals to OC minus OB. Kindly substitute the situation 2, 0, negative 1 minus with OB where we have 0, 1, and 2. So finally, the vector BC is equals to 2, negative 1, and negative 3. Next, extra info. For this case, the vector AB is equals to negative 1, and negative 2. If we wish to find the vector BA, so the answer will be 1, 1, and 2. Next, in order to find the vector CA, kindly refers to the vector AC, so we will have -1, 2, and 5. Finally, if we want to find the vector CB, so kindly refers to the vector BC, where we will have -2, 1, and 3.
So kalau you rujuk sini sekarang, kita ada vector AB, so which is the direction. Same goes to AC and BC. So di sini saya nak cari BA. Faham? So it is a negative vector for AB. So harap you nampak pattern dia. What is the negative vector for the situation? Okay, so sekarang kita dah dapat line AB, C, BC, AC atau CA atau CB atau BA. So saya dah dapat ya.
So here we have the possible vector for the A, B, and C. Next, what we have to do is to determine whether the situation form a triangle or not. So kindly refers to the diagram.
So fokus saya adalah form a triangle or not. Okay, so mohon ya rujuk formula helaian kertas you yang nombor 5.
So where we have AB plus with the BC and plus with the CA, if the situation is equals to 0, meaning that it forms a triangle. So vector AB plus with the vector BC plus with the vector CA, if it is equals to 0, means that it forms a triangle. So kindly substitute the vector where we have AB, -1, -1, -2, plus with the vector BC, where we have 2, -1, -3, plus the vector CA, where we have -1, 2, and 5. So if we add on the situation and we notice that we have a 0 vector. So meaning that shows that it is a triangle.
Okay, so refers to the formula. So AB plus BC plus CA. So when it is equals to 0 vector, so automatic we can say that it shows that it is a triangle. So itu adalah bahagian pertama, nak form a triangle. So next, nak cari area for triangle ABC.
Next, what we have to do is to find the area of triangle ABC. So the formula for the area of triangle is 1/2 modulus, where we have AB cross with the AC. So next, what we have to do is to find out what is AB cross AC. So where we have I, J, and K. So kindly fill up the vector AB, where we have -1, -1, -2, followed by AC, where we have 1, -2, and -5. So kindly fill up the situation where we have I minus J plus the K.
Okay, so in order to find the area for the triangle ABC, so the formula for area of triangle will be equals to 1/2, we have a modulus for the vector AB cross AC. Okay, so sekarang kita buat apa? Kita cari AB cross AC dulu.
So if we are wish to having the I, so kindly close up the I. So -1 multiplied with the -5, so we will have 5 minus with this situation, so we will have 4. Next, if we wish to have the J, means that we have to close up the J. So -1 multiplied with the -5, so we will have 5 minus. Next, -2 multiplied with the 1, and we will have +2. Next is to find K. So kindly close up the K and refers to I and J. So -1 multiplied with the -2, so we will have 2. Minus with -1 multiplied with 1, and we will have -1, so plus with 1. So AB cross AC, and we will have I minus 7J plus with 3K. So that is a vector, or we can say the normal for the situation.
Okay, so beri perhatian So ini adalah prosedur untuk cari cross product. Okay, cross product. So akhir cross product U dia adalah direction. Okay, I minus 7J plus 3K is a direction, and to be specific, dia adalah normal. So kalau you rujuk sini, AB cross with AC, so you will have a normal shooting up or shooting downwards. So next adalah kita kena memenuhi syarat ini, cari area for triangle ABC.
Next, kindly refers to the formula. So where we have 1 over 2 modulus of AB cross AC. So meaning that where we have 1 over 2 with the modulus of AB cross AC. So where we have 1 squared plus with the negative 7 squared plus with the 3 squared. So simplify the situation. So square root of 1 plus with the 49 plus with the 9 over 2. So the area of the triangle ABC will be equals to square root of 59 over 2 unit.
So yang ini adalah you punya area. Maksudnya area for triangle ABC.
Square. So kindly refers to the question B. A unit vector that is perpendicular with the plane that contain A.
So beri perhatian, a unit vector. So kalau you rujuk formula number 3, formula for unit vector. So the unit vector that is perpendicular, okay, 90 degree to the plane ABCD, ABC. So AB, AC, so something that is perpendicular maksudnya shooting up atau shooting down. Okay, so kena beri perhatian lah. So harap you rujuk formula ni, harap you rujuk soalan ni dan you faham apa maksudnya perpendicular.
BC. So in here, in order to find the vector which is perpendicular to the plane, kindly refers to the plane where we have ABC. So refers to the situation AB cross AC, so we will have a normal. Here will be the situation that is perpendicular to the plane. So kindly refers to the formula for unit vector. So AB cross AC, we have AB cross AC head, which is the normal, is equals to the situation where we have the vector AB cross AC over the modulus of vector AB cross AC. So kindly substitute the formula. So
beri perhatian, so ini adalah formula for unit vector.
Where we will have I minus 7J plus 3K over square root of 59. So finally, we can express our answer. I minus 7J plus 3K over square root of 59, or we have a negative I plus 7J minus 3K over square root of 59. So that will be the situation, unit vector that is perpendicular to the plane that contain A, B, and C.
Okay, so kalau you rujuk soalan ni, kita ada dua jawapan. Okay, dua jawapan. Kenapa ada dua jawapan? Kalau rujuk gambar raja, yang warna hijau, shooting up tu, ini dia, positif. Another one adalah shooting down. So, merujuk kepada soalan ni, you belajar vector, how to form a triangle, okay, area, and then cari normal, iaitu AB cross AC, kemudian formula unit vector. So itu adalah example 2. So sekarang kita akan bergerak ke example 3. So dalam example ini, vector, formula vector, kemudian apa maksud modulus dan diikuti dengan unit vector dalam example 3 ini.
The position vectors of the point A and B with respect to the origin are, so where we have the position vector, A is equals to 2, negative 3, and 2. The position vector for B is equals to 1, 1, and 1. A, find the vector AB. So vector AB is equals to OB minus OA, where we have 1, 1, and 1, minus with the situation 2, negative 3, and 2. Vector AB is equals to negative 1, 4, and negative 1. Next, B, find the modulus of vector AB. So modulus of vector AB, where we have the formula, square root of negative 1 squared plus with the 4 squared plus with the negative 1 squared. So the modulus for vector AB is equals to square root of 1 plus 16 plus with the 1. So where we have square root of 18. So square root of 18 is equals to 9 multiple with the 2. So finally, the modulus of vector AB is equals to 3 multiplied with the square root of 2. C, a unit vector parallel to vector AB. So in here we can write down AB hat. So where we have the formula vector AB over the modulus of vector AB. So the unit vector parallels to vector AB. So AB hat is equals to negative I plus with the 4j minus k over 3 square root of 2. Or AB hat is equals to I minus 4j plus with the k over 3 square root of 2.
Okay, so ini adalah example 3 di mana saya bincang apa itu vector, apa itu modulus of the vector AB, and apa itu unit vector that is parallel to AB. Itu example 3. So sekarang kita rujuk kepada example 4. Okay, so example 4 ini dia adalah tentang modulus of a vector. So saya nak apply modulus of a vector ini untuk selesaikan masalah, iaitu find the value of P.
If the vector A equals to Pi plus bracket P minus 1 bracket J plus with the K, where the P is a constant and the modulus of vector A is equals to square root of 6. Find the value of P. So kindly refers to the formula for modulus of vector A, which is equals to square root of 6. So if it refers to the vector A, where we have square root of P squared plus P minus 1 squared plus 1 squared is equals to square root of 6. Next, square both sides. So if we square both sides, and we will have P squared plus, expand the situation, P squared minus 2P plus 1 plus with the 1 equals to 6.
Okay, mohon perhatian ya. So untuk soalan ni saya guna formula apa? Formula untuk modulus of vector A. So harap dapat ikut.
Rearrange the situation and simplify. 2P squared minus 2P plus 2 minus 6 equals to 0. Simplify. 2P squared minus 2P minus 4 equals to 0. Divide all the terms with 2. So we will have P squared minus P minus 2 equals to 0. Next, factorize the situation. So P minus 2 multiplied with P plus 1 equals to 0. So the value of P would be 2P equals to negative 1. So here we are, and thanks for watching.
Okay, so dengan penggunaan formula modulus ini, saya harap you dapat baca soalan dan fahamlah. So ini kita apply lah formula untuk modulus of vector A. Untuk example 4. So sekarang example 5 tentang scalar vector atau scalar product. Okay, example 5 ini. So sekarang saya akan bincangkan example 5 ini tentang scalar product atau diberi nama dot product. So tujuan saya bincang soalan ini adalah nak tunjukkan bagaimana untuk buat dot product atau untuk mencari scalar product ini.
Find the dot product, or we can say scalar product for the following vectors. So where we have A, 2, 8, negative 1, dot with the situation 1, negative 1, negative 3. So in here, I need to emphasize that dot is not a multiple. So where we have 2 multiplied with the 1 plus 8 multiplied with the negative 1 plus negative 1 multiplied with the negative 3. So we will have 2 minus 8 plus with the 3. So finally, where we have A dot B is equals to 2 minus 8 plus with the 3. So we will have negative 3. So the product is in scalar, meaning that in value.
Okay, So sekarang you tengok inilah prosesnya kita buat dot product. Boleh kot dot product, iaitu I dengan I kita dot, kita dapat ini. Okay, diteruskan dengan 8 dot dengan negatif 1 kita dapat ini. Kemudian diikuti dengan negatif 1 dot negatif 3 kita dapat ini. Akhirnya kita jumlah dan kita dapatlah jawapan kita negative 3. Dia just a magnitude, a value. So example yang seterusnya B.
Kali focus on B, where we have 4, negative 2 and 1 dot with the situation 2, 3, negative 4. So again, remember, the meaning dot, it doesn't mean it's a multiple. So where we have 4 multiple with the 2 plus negative 2 multiple with the 3 plus 1 multiply with the negative 4. So that is the meaning for dot. So vector A dot vector B is equals to 8 minus 6 minus 4. So vector A dot vector B is equals to negative 2. So the product is in scalar or value.
Okay, so beginilah ya skala produk kita, iaitu bagaimana awak nak buat proses dot ini. So ini adalah example 5. Okay, so sekarang kita pergi ke example 6. Okay, so di sini melibatkan skala produk kemudian dengan angle of cosine. Okay, angle of cosine. So mana dia akan melibatkan formula yang ke-9 lah, iaitu skala produk.
Given that the vector A is equals to 3, negative 1, 1, and the vector B is equals to 1, 1, negative 3. Find the value of P if we have the situation P multiply with the vector A dot, where we have the bracket, P plus 2 multiply with the vector B equals to 1. So kindly substitute the situation. So where we have 3P minus P, P dot with the situation where we have P plus 2 multiply with the vector B. So where we will have P plus 2, P plus 2, negative 3P, negative 6 equals to 1. So kindly make use of the situation where we have dot. So the process of dot is 3P multiply with P plus 2 plus, where we have negative P multiply with P plus 2 plus P multiply with negative 3P negative 6 equals to 1. Kindly expand the situation. So 3P squared plus with the 6P minus P squared minus 2P negative 3P squared negative 6P minus 1 equals to 0. Simplify the situation. So here we will have negative P squared negative 2P minus 1 equals to 0. So finally, P squared plus 2P plus 1 equals to 0. Kindly factorize the situation where we have P plus 1 bracket square equals to 0. And we will have P is equals to negative 1.
Okay, so untuk bahagian pertama ini, iaitu saya gunakan dot, okay, skala produk untuk menjawab soalan iaitu find the value P. Itu yang pertama. So sekarang saya dah dapat value P dah. Okay, kemudian saya kena jawab soalan seterusnya iaitu find the angle of cosine between the vector A and vector B.
Next, find the angles of cosine between the vector A and B. So where we have the formula, vector A dot vector B is equals to modulus of vector A multiply with the modulus of vector B cos theta. So we are interested in cos theta, where we have angle of cosine. Next, kindly substitute the value. So 3, negative 1, and 1 dot with the B, where we have 1, 1, negative 3. And the modulus of A, where we have 9 plus with the 1 plus with the 1. Multiply with the modulus of B, where we have 1 plus 1 plus with the 9. cos theta. So A dot B, where we will have 3 minus 1 minus 3 is equals to square root of 11 multiplied with the square root of 11 cos theta. So cos theta, or we can say the angle of cosine, is equals to -1 over 11. So here we are, and thanks for watching.
Okay, so ini adalah formula untuk skala produk. Boleh kot, skala produk. So apa yang saya buat adalah saya dot, kemudian saya cari modulus untuk vektor A, vektor B, kemudian saya substitute into the formula, kemudian saya rearrange. Okay, soalan nak angle of cosine. So inilah angle of cosine. So inilah example 6. So sekarang kita akan pergi ke example 8, iaitu kita akan apply properties of scalar product. Okay, properties of scalar product. So mari kita mula.
Show that the vector u and the vector v are perpendicular to each other for the following cases. A, where we have the vector u is equals to 3, -1, and 2. Next, we have the vector v, where we have 2, 5, and -1 over 2. So the question asks us to show u and v are perpendicular to each other. So my suggestion would be dot product. So vector u dot with the vector v. So where we have 3, -1, and 2, dot with the situation 2, 5, and -1 over 2. So the process of dot, where we have 3 multiplied with the 2, 6, plus with the situation -1 plus -1 multiplied with the 5, so we have -5, plus where we have 2 multiplied with the -1 over 2, so where we will have -1. So u dot v is equals to 6 minus 5 minus 1, where we have 0. So when we have u dot v is equals to 0, it shows that vector u is perpendicular to vector v. Next, kindly focus on b, where we have the modulus of u minus v is equals to modulus of u plus v. So what we have to do is make use of the properties of scalar product, which is square both sides. So kindly refers to the properties of scalar product, where we have the modulus of vector A squared actually is equals to A dot A. So in here, modulus of u minus v squared means that vector u minus vector v dot with the vector u minus vector v. For the left hand side, same goes to...
So more perhatian So berdasarkan ini, disebabkan ada properties, itu sebabnya saya square both side. So bila saya square both side, saya dapat benda ini kan. Jika you rujuk kepada properties, dia bermaksud ini adalah A dot A. So apa-apa pun kita ikut dulu properties dia, kita nyatakan. Kemudian untuk step yang seterusnya kita buat kemudian. Faham? Step by step.
To the right hand side, where we have vector u plus the vector v dot with the situation vector u plus the vector v. So kindly expand the situation where we will have u dot with the u minus u dot with the v. Next, negative v dot with the u. Finally, plus v dot with v. Simplify the situation. U dot u, where we have the modulus of vector u squared minus, we have the properties A dot B is equals to B dot A. So in here we can simplify the situation, negative 2u dot v. Finally, plus with the magnitude of vector v squared. Next,
Move on to the right hand side. Repeat the situation. U dot U plus U dot V plus V dot U. Finally, plus magnitude of vector V squared. So kindly simplify the situation where we will have modulus of vector U squared plus 2U dot V plus magnitude of vector V squared. Simplify the situation, and finally we will have negative 2U dot V is equals to positive 2U dot V. Rearrange the situation, and we will have 4U dot V, which is equals to 0. Simplify the situation, U dot V is equals to 0.
Okay, so mohonnya you rujuk helaian kertas you. Okay, number 16. A dot B is equals to 0. It shows that A and B are perpendicular to each other. So maksudnya di sini pun sama. Kalau kita dapat situasi U dot V equals to 0, maksudnya U and V are perpendicular to each other. Ya, so mungkin you tak berapa faham sangat, tapi apa-apa pun dia kena rujuk properties. Dan kita kena buat ikut properties, akhirnya kita dapat apa jawapan di bawah ini, dan barulah kita interpret apa yang kita dapat di bawah itu. Boleh? So ini adalah example 8. So next, kita akan bincang example 9. So kalau you rujuk formula, boleh? Formula untuk helaian kertas iaitu nombor 7 dan 8. So ini berbeza ya dengan sebentar tadi. Direction of cosine, direction of angle. Yang tadi punya adalah angle of cosine. Okay, ini adalah direction of cosine. So beza. So apa-apa pun rujuk formula ke-7 dengan ke-8 dalam helaian formula U.
Given the alpha, beta, and gamma are the direction, angle for the vector 2i plus j plus k. So let the situation as vector AB, where we have 2, 1, and 1. A, find the direction of cosine and the direction of angle. So the formula for direction for cosine and direction for angle, for example, where we have cos alpha is equals to x over the magnitude of AB, cos beta is equals to y over the magnitude of AB, and the cos gamma is equals to z over the magnitude of AB. Next, what we have to do is to find the magnitude of vector AB, where we have square root of 4 plus 1 plus with the 1. So the magnitude of vector AB is equals to square root of 6. Now what we have to do is to find the direction of cosine, where we have cos alpha is equals to 2 over square root of 6. Cos beta is equals to 1 over square root of 6. Cos alpha is equals to 1 over square root of 6. So where we have the direction of cosine. As for the direction of angle, where we have the alpha is equals to 35.26 degree. The beta will be 65.91 degree. And the gamma will be 65.91 degree as well. So here we have the direction of angle. B shows that the cos alpha squared, where we have 2 over square root of 6 squared, plus the cos beta, where we have 1 over square root of 6 squared, plus we have cos gamma squared, 1 over square root of 6 squared. Square the situation, and we will have 4 over 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6. Finally, we have the cos alpha squared plus the cos beta squared plus the cos gamma squared is equals to 1. So we already shown the situation.
Okay, so tujuan soalan ni dibincang adalah fokusnya direction of cosine dengan direction of angle. So sekarang example 10. Vector product atau cross product. So soalan ni saya nak bincangkan bagaimana untuk kita buat vektor atau cross product. So itulah example dia.
Find the vector product, or we can say it is a cross product. For the following vectors, kindly focus on A, where we have the vector A cross with the vector B. So let's say we have vector A cross with the vector B. I, J, and K. Kindly substitute 2, 8, and -1, followed by 1, -1, -3. Next, we have I minus J plus K. First, in order to find the I, where we have to close up the I. So meaning that, focus on this part. 8 multiply with the -3, and we will have -24. Minus, next, multiply this part where we have 1. So 1. Next, focus on the second part, J. So kindly close up the J. So focus on this part where we have to multiply. So we will have -6 minus -1 multiply with the 1, and we will have -1, so it becomes +1. Next is to find K. Kindly close up the K. So focus this part where we have -2 minus multiply 1 and 8, so we will have 8. Then simplify the situation where we have A cross B is equals to -25, followed by where we have -6 plus 1, we will be having -5, so 5. Next, -10. So this will be the situation, or we can write the situation A cross B is equals to -25I plus 5J minus 10K, where we have the normal to A and B.
Okay, so sekarang kita dah bagi satu contoh, iaitu proses untuk dapatkan vector product. So ini you mesti kena ikut step dia. So beri perhatian di sini dalam ni merah ni dia mesti negatif. Okay, kemudian untuk I positif, J negatif, kemudian K adalah positif. So mohon beri perhatian. Kemudian hasil dia adalah direction. Okay, direction, dan spesifik lagi dia diberi nama normal. Okay, itu example A. So saya akan ulang lagi proses yang sama untuk example B.
So that is the way of having the vector product. Next, focus on B. Let the situation as vector A cross vector B. So A cross B is equals to I, J, and K. Substitute the situation 4, -2, and 1, 2, 3, and -4. So where we will have bracket I minus bracket J plus bracket K. So,
okay, nampak? Saya siapkan dia punya rangka IJ, K, kemudian saya isi tempat kosong. So, more perhatian kalau A, mesti A dulu. Kalau B, mesti B dulu. Apa-apa pun tak boleh tukar tempat mesti kena ikut arahan soalan. Kemudian saya siapkan rangka I, J, K. J ni depan dia negatif. Okay, saya akan terangkan dalam tutorial nanti. So di antara mereka ni ada negatif untuk setiap satu kolom I, J, K ni.
First is to find the I. So kindly close up the I and focus on this part. Cross multiply, so we will have 8 minus with 3. Next is to find J. Kindly close up the J. So focus on this part. And we will have -16 minus multiply 1 and 2. So we will have 2. Next is to find the k. So kindly close up the k and focus this part, where we will have 12 minus with negative 4. So in here we will have positive 4. So rewrite the situation. A cross B is equals to, where we have 5i then plus 18j plus 16k, where we have the normal to A and B. Or we may express the situation 5, 18, 16. So here we have the situation which is normal to A and B.
Okay, so nampak tak saya dah tunjuk dua contoh macam mana nak buat vector product atau cross product. So bagi saya ini sangat penting. Okay, sebab kita nak cari area, kemudian kalau kita nak cari equation of plane, okay, kita memerlukan teknik ini, iaitu vector product atau cross product. So inilah example 10. So sekarang kita bergerak ke example 11. So kita akan wujudkan situasi apa? Perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular dengan parallel vector. So berdasarkan properties. Okay, berdasarkan properties. So mari kita mula.
Given 3 vectors. So in here we have 3 vectors where we have u is equals to a, negative 2 and 5. Followed by vector v, 2, 3 and alpha. Vector w, negative 4, 1 and beta. Phi kindly refers to a, alpha, if vector v and vector u are perpendicular to each other. So vector u dot with the vector v and we will have 0 because u and v are perpendicular to each other. Kindly substitute the situation. A, negative 2 and 5 dot with 2, 3 and alpha equals to 0. So do remember the dot product. 16 minus 6 plus with the 5 alpha equals to 0. 10 plus 5 alpha equals to 0. 5 alpha equals to negative 10. So alpha will be equals to negative 2.
So, nampak ke tak apa yang berlaku? U and V are perpendicular. So, saya rujuk formula ke-16. So, dengan itu, saya substitute dan saya proses dan saya dapatlah alpha saya negative 2. Boleh? So, sekarang pergi B, dia kata U and W are parallel.
2.
So, kita nak tengok formula apa yang sesuai.
Next, move on to B. Find the beta if vector u and vector w are parallel. So when the mentioned parallel means that u cross w is equals to 0.
So, ini penting. Okay, bila kita nak kaitkan parallel, kita boleh guna juga untuk skala produk punya formula. Tapi lagi memudahkan urusan kita jika kita guna cross product punya formula, iaitu u cross w equals to 0. So sekarang kita kena lakukan cross product.
U cross W is equals to, where we have I, J and K. Kindly substitute the U and W. A, negative 2 and 5. Followed by negative 4, 1 and beta. So where we will have I minus J plus K. So in order to find the I, close up the I, so we will have negative 2 alpha, negative 2 beta, minus, we have 5. Next, if you want to find the J, kindly close up the J, and we will have 8 beta minus, then we have negative 20. So the situation will become plus 20. Next, focus on K, close up the K. So in here we have 8 minus cross multiply, so we will have positive 8. So 8. Simplify the situation. Vector u cross with the vector w, and we will have negative 2 beta minus 5 minus 8 beta minus 20. Then we have 0. So kindly compare the situation, either one of them. So let's say negative 2 beta minus 5 is equals to 0. So rearrange the situation. So beta.
So di sini saya tak ambil semua untuk compare, saya ambil salah satu sahaja. So kenapa saya ambil negative 2 beta minus 5? Sebab nombor tu menyenangkan hati saya lah. So saya pilih dia lah. Okay.
Will be equals to 5 over negative 2. So that will be the value for the beta.
Okay. So saya dah tunjuk beberapa example untuk you fahamkan situasi dia dan macam mana penggunaan helaian formula untuk topik vektor ini.